Imagine uncovering secrets hidden for centuries, revealed by drones flying over forgotten lands. These modern machines are rediscovering human stories deeply connected to ancient traditions and cultures. Mysterious monuments, isolated tribes, and lost ruins are coming into view, bringing ancestral legacies to life. Each discovery connects the past to the present, not only through science, but also by the cultural impact it has on local communities. In this video, we will explore 20 surprising discoveries made with drones, revealing how this technology is transforming our understanding of the world and our own history. Number 20. Censored, the humanoid city in Sicily. Censored, a small town nestled in the hills of Sicily, unveiled an unexpected mystery thanks to drone technology. When viewed from an aerial perspective, the entire town forms the silhouette of a human figure. Structures like streets, squares, and buildings appear to be deliberately arranged, creating arms, legs, and a head, visible only from above. This discovery has redefined the town for its inhabitants, many of whom were unaware of this unique feature. The rediscovery brought more than a flow of curious tourists. It also sparked a sense of cultural pride among locals who began to see Censored as a living piece of a larger historical puzzle. Beyond being a geographical curiosity, the humanoid shape has become a symbol of identity for the local population. It reawakens an ancestral connection to the past, prompting residents to reflect on the intent of those who built the town this way and whether there is a hidden meaning in its layout. The discovery has offered a fresh perspective on the relationship between man and land, highlighting how ancient civilizations shaped their cities and histories in ways we are only now beginning to understand. Number 19. The Blue Eye of Africa, Rick Hat Structure. In the heart of the Sahara Desert lies a natural formation called the Rick Hat Structure, known as the Eye of Africa. From an aerial view, the eye presents itself as a gigantic, almost perfect circular pattern with shades of blue and brown that seem to form an iris in the middle of the desert. This geological phenomenon, which stretches for 40 kilometers, is so symmetrical that for a long time it was thought to be man-made or extraterrestrial. For the tribes that inhabit this region, the eye has always been shrouded in mystery. According to oral traditions, it symbolizes divine vigilance, as if an ancestral being was watching over the land and its people. Many legends speak of the protective power of this eye, which is said to have kept the region's inhabitants safe from disasters for centuries. With the help of drones, the Rick Hat Structure has once again captured worldwide attention, not only for its natural beauty, but also for reigniting fascination with local myths and legends. The spiritual connection between the eye and the Sahara's inhabitants shows how landscapes can carry deep cultural meanings, maintaining a living relationship between man and nature. Number 18. Buried Village in Blue Jay, New Mexico. In New Mexico, an impressive discovery came to light thanks to drone technology equipped with thermal cameras. Deep beneath the soil of Blue Jay, drones revealed an entire buried village, forgotten by time and modernity. The captured images showed structures, walls, and traces of a community that had disappeared from view, but not from history. This rediscovery had a profound impact, especially for the native peoples of the region. The now visible village stands as a testament to the existence of ancestral civilizations that inhabited the area hundreds of years ago. For many, this moment was a reconnection with the past and the spiritual traditions that underpin their beliefs. Indigenous peoples have always had a symbolic and spiritual relationship with the land, and this discovery served to reinforce the importance of honoring their ancestors and preserving their stories. The village of Blue Jay is not just a collection of ruins. It carries with it the memories of a vibrant community, cultural and spiritual practices that continue to influence the descendants of these peoples today. Drone technology has brought a new layer of respect and recognition to the stories that, though buried, still live in the oral traditions and spirit of the local inhabitants. Number 17. Submerged ruins of Pavlopetri, Greece. In the crystal-clear waters of southern Greece, the submerged ruins of Pavlopetri, a city over 5,000 years old, were rediscovered with the help of underwater drones. The city, believed to have been an important commercial center during prehistoric times, lies silently at the bottom of the sea, preserved like a time capsule. Drone-captured images reveal streets, buildings, and even drainage systems, tracing the outline of a society advanced for its time. This discovery rekindled interest in ancient Greek civilization and its impact on Mediterranean culture. Pavlopetri was not just a commercial port. It was a cultural hub where merchants from different regions met and exchanged not only goods, but also ideas, beliefs, and traditions. For modern Greeks, the submerged city represents more than an archaeological wonder. It is a symbol of Greece's historical and cultural importance, highlighting the vital role this region played in shaping the world we know today. The rediscovery of Pavlopetri reminds the world that beneath the waters lie secrets that connect the past and the present, revealing the richness of a culture that continues to influence generations. Number 16. Gunung Padang, Indonesia. In the depths of the Indonesian mountains, Gunung Padang, an ancient megalithic archaeological site, has long been shrouded in mystery and legend. With the help of drones, new images have revealed an even greater extent than originally thought. What once seemed to be just a hill now appears to be a monumental complex, suggesting that an advanced civilization may have lived there thousands of years earlier than traditional theories predicted. Local populations have always believed that Gunung Padang was a sacred place with a strong spiritual connection. According to legends, this site was a center of cosmic power, built by mystical beings or ancestors with lost knowledge. For many Indonesians, the discovery by drones has reinforced these beliefs and shed new light on the spiritual importance of the place. Beyond its archaeological significance, Gunung Padang revives a living cultural heritage. The stories passed down from generation to generation take on new meaning with modern technology, offering a bridge between ancient traditions and new scientific discoveries. The structure is not just a pile of stones. It is a spiritual monument that continues to inspire reverence and fascination among the descendants of those who once considered this place sacred. Number 15. Aramu Muru Portal in Peru. In the high plateaus of Peru, there is a mysterious structure that has fascinated archaeologists and locals for centuries. The Aramu Muru Portal. From drone-captured images, this immense stone gate carved into the mountains has gained a new perspective. Its symmetrical and enigmatic lines evoke a sense of something beyond the natural, as if it were a portal to another dimension or spiritual world. For the indigenous populations of the region, the Aramu Muru Portal is not just a rock formation. It is a sacred site that holds deep meanings about the transition between earthly life and the spiritual realm. According to legends, this portal was once used by ancient priests to travel between dimensions or communicate with gods and spirits. The belief that this place is a gateway to the unknown remains alive to this day. The rediscovery of the portal with the help of drones not only renewed scientific interest, but also reinforced the spiritual significance of the site for indigenous communities. Aramu Muru symbolizes a connection between the past and present, between ancient rituals and the spiritual traditions that continue to influence the way of life and beliefs of those living around these mountains. Number 14. Ruins of Chichen Itza, Mexico. Chichen Itza, one of the most iconic Mayan cities, continues to reveal its secrets thanks to new technologies like drones. As drones fly over the area, they capture detailed aerial images of previously inaccessible areas, uncovering new temples, plazas, and structures hidden by dense vegetation. Each new discovery broadens our understanding of this ancient civilization and its complex systems of construction and urban planning. For the descendants of the Mayans and many who live nearby, Chichen Itza has never been just a set of ruins. It represents the spiritual heart of a civilization that flourished for centuries, and its temples are silent witnesses to ancient rituals and the worship of gods. The drone images bring to light areas where significant ceremonies likely took place, revitalizing spiritual connections with ancestors and the rich cultural heritage of the Mayan people. With each new discovery, Chichen Itza reaffirms its role as a center of knowledge and spirituality. Drone technology not only assists archaeologists but also strengthens the emotional and cultural bond between the glorious past of the Mayan civilization and the generations that continue to revere its grandeur. This site remains both a historical and spiritual landmark, evoking admiration and respect for everything it represents. Number 13. Lake Hillier, Australia. Lake Hillier in Australia is one of the most intriguing landscapes on the planet. Known for its vibrant pink color that stands out amid the green vegetation and surrounding blue waters. Aerial images captured by drones provide a fresh perspective on this natural phenomenon, which has long been considered a sacred place by the region's Aboriginal people. For the Aboriginals, Lake Hillier carries deep spiritual significance. Legends say its color is the result of a blessing from the ancestors, a sign of protection and good fortune. It is believed that the lake's water possesses healing properties, and local traditions involve rituals held along its shores, seeking guidance and spiritual healing. The drone images have reignited interest in the lake, not only as a natural wonder, but also as a site of cultural and spiritual importance. Science may explain the lake's unique color as the result of microorganisms and minerals, but for the indigenous people, its coloration is a constant reminder of the connection between nature and the spiritual world. With its surreal beauty, Lake Hillier continues to inspire both scientific curiosity and respect for Aboriginal traditions and mythology. Number 12. Lost Temples of Angkor, Cambodia. In the dense forests of Cambodia, the ruins of Angkor, the ancient capital of the Khmer Empire, continue to unveil hidden secrets. With the help of drones, temples and structures never before documented have been discovered, concealed by the dense vegetation over centuries. These new revelations offer an even grander perspective on the scale and complexity of this ancient civilization. For the Cambodian people, Angkor is not just an archaeological site. It is a symbol of national and spiritual identity. Temples like Angkor, what are considered sacred places where devotion to Hinduism and Buddhism flourished for hundreds of years. The rediscovery of new temples reinforces the belief that Angkor was an unparalleled spiritual center, a place where kings considered themselves gods and where architecture reflected the connection between the human and divine. The new drone-captured images have reignited pride in the cultural and spiritual heritage of the region. For many, these temples are more than just ancient stones. They are places of deep reverence where ancestors left their indelible marks. Modern technology, by revealing what the forest had hidden, has brought to light a spiritual richness that still resonates powerfully in contemporary Cambodia. Number 11. Xumishan Grottoes, China. On the slopes of China's mountains, the Xumishan Grottoes house sculptures and relics that tell the story of centuries of Buddhist devotion. With the help of drones, these stone-carved grottos, many of which are inaccessible by land, have been documented in detail, revealing hidden chambers and artworks that date back more than 1,600 years. These grottos are not merely archaeological monuments. They represent a profound spiritual connection to the past. For centuries, Buddhist monks used the grottos as places of meditation and prayer, believing that the sacred mountains were gateways to enlightenment. Each Buddha sculpture carved into the walls is a spiritual offering, a manifestation of the religious devotion of those who sought inner peace and wisdom in the silent caves. For the descendants of these traditions, the Xumishan Grottoes remain a powerful symbol of faith and perseverance. The drone-captured images have brought to light the grandeur and cultural impact of this place, preserving its importance for future generations. More than just an architectural treasure, these grottos are a testament to a spiritual heritage that has shaped religious practices in China for over a millennium. Number 10. Guyaju Caves, China. Hidden in the rocky hills of China, the Guyaju Caves, a complex of caves carved directly into stone, were rediscovered with the help of drones, revealing new chambers and spaces never before explored. For a long time, these caves remained a mystery, with their winding corridors and small rooms suggesting that an ancient civilization lived in seclusion here or used the site for military or religious purposes. Local legends claim that the caves may have been inhabited by a lost civilization, or by hermits seeking spiritual refuge. The complexity of the architecture, with well-defined rooms and even windows carved into the rock, indicates meticulous organization, which intrigues both historians and locals. The new drone images have made it clear that the size of the complex is far larger than previously thought, suggesting that much remains to be discovered. For the descendants of this region, the Guyaju Caves are a symbol of resilience and mystery. They represent a link to the past, where oral histories and myths attempt to explain the purpose of these monumental constructions. Modern technology has brought new discoveries to light, but the fascination with their origins and the cultural importance of the site continues to inspire generations. Number 9. The Great Synagogue of Vilnius, Lithuania. In the heart of Vilnius, Lithuania, the foundations of the Great Synagogue, one of the most important in Eastern Europe, were revealed by drones, bringing to light a crucial part of Jewish heritage that was destroyed during World War II. Before its destruction, the Great Synagogue was a vibrant center of religious and cultural life, a symbol of a thriving community that had flourished for centuries. Aerial images captured by drones revealed traces of the buried foundations, offering a clear view of the grandeur of the synagogue that once stood in the area. This discovery reignited the collective memory of the Jewish community, allowing descendants of survivors and local residents to reconnect with a past that seemed lost. For many, the rediscovery of the Great Synagogue is more than just an archaeological revelation. It is a symbol of resilience and cultural memory. It brings to light stories of a community that suffered great losses but continues to live on in the traditions and culture passed down through generations. The drone technology, by exposing the foundations of what was once one of the largest synagogues in the world, not only preserves history but also honors the memory of those who found their spiritual identity within it. Number 8. The Colossus of the Apennines, Italy. In the mountains of the Apennines in Italy, a colossal statue emerges from the landscape, half carved into the rock and half enveloped by nature. The Colossus of the Apennines, standing over 10 meters tall, was rediscovered in detail with the help of drones, revealing aspects that had previously gone unnoticed to the naked eye. This Renaissance masterpiece, built in the 16th century, is an impressive blend of art and nature, where human creativity and the environment seem to merge. The statue symbolizes the power of the mountains, a giant guardian of the forests and rivers around it. For the locals, the Colossus is more than a work of art. It represents a deep connection with the natural landscape and the history of the region. The aerial images captured by drones have offered a new appreciation for the level of detail and grandeur of this sculpture, which for centuries has been a tribute to the interaction between humanity and nature. Beyond being an artistic landmark, the Colossus of the Apennines is a reflection of the cultural beliefs and values of the time, where nature was seen as a force to be respected and celebrated. Today, it continues to inspire admiration, serving as a reminder of human ingenuity in creating beauty and harmony with the natural world. Number 7. Discovery of an isolated tribe in the Amazon. Deep in the Amazon rainforest, drones captured images of a previously unknown tribe living in complete isolation. With their thatched huts and organized crops and clearings, this tribe had never made contact with the outside world. The discovery was made non-invasively, respecting the group's territory and autonomy while revealing one of the last self-sufficient indigenous cultures on the planet. For the communities and organizations fighting for the preservation of the Amazon, this discovery was a clear signal of the importance of protecting these remote areas and ensuring that such cultures remain untouched by modernity. The tribe lives entirely integrated with the forest, dependent on natural cycles for their survival, and their traditions have remained virtually unchanged for centuries. The rediscovery of isolated peoples in the Amazon reinforces the need to preserve not only the environment, but also the cultures that thrive within it. Each tribe represents a window into humanity's past, a chance to understand ways of life that are rapidly disappearing in other parts of the world. The images captured by drones remind us that in an increasingly connected world, there are still places and peoples who live in harmony with nature, following ancestral traditions that have withstood the test of time. Number 6. The Valley of the Kings, Egypt. The Valley of the Kings in Egypt has long been one of the most fascinating archaeological sites in the world, known for housing the tombs of great pharaohs. However, drones equipped with advanced technology have brought new chambers and tunnels to light that were hidden for millennia, further deepening the mystery and grandeur of this sacred site. The captured images reveal impressive details of tombs that had been forgotten, now being explored once again. For the ancient Egyptians, the Valley of the Kings was more than just a cemetery. It was the gateway to the afterlife. The carefully constructed and decorated tombs were prepared to ensure a smooth transition into the next world, where pharaohs would continue to reign in another dimension. Every new chamber discovered by drones strengthens the belief that there is still much to be revealed about the burial rituals and spiritual practices of this ancient civilization. The rediscovery of new tombs in the Valley of the Kings not only enhances our archaeological knowledge, but also brings us closer to the complex relationship the Egyptians had with death and spirituality. For the descendants of this rich culture, each discovery is a reminder of the immortal legacy the pharaohs left behind, echoing through time and connecting the present to the past in a profound and meaningful way. Number 5. Animal Skeleton Cave. A long-forgotten cave revealed a grim discovery with the help of drones, animal skeletons that, according to experts, date back hundreds of years. Aerial images showed an impressive collection of bones from various species, suggesting that the cave was used as shelter during times of natural disasters or environmental crises. For the communities inhabiting the region, this discovery brought to light stories of survival and resilience. The presence of these skeletons is seen as a reminder of the struggles faced by past generations and the battles fought to survive in an unforgiving environment. The rediscovery of the cave not only offers a glimpse into a distant past, but also reinforces the connection between nature and the beings that inhabit it. The skeletons found are a testament to stories of adaptation and survival, echoing the importance of preserving both the natural heritage and the cultural memories of communities that lived in harmony with the world around them. Number 4. The Gates of Hell in Turkmenistan. In the middle of the Turkmenistan desert, a giant burning crater known as the Gates of Hell has become one of the most terrifying and fascinating landscapes in the world. The crater, which has been burning continuously for decades, was captured in stunning detail by drones, revealing a breathtaking view of fire and smoke emanating from the ground, as if it were a direct connection to the center of the Earth. For the locals, the crater holds a strong mythological meaning. According to regional stories, it is a reminder of nature's untamable power and serves as a metaphor for destruction and renewal. Many believe that the Gates of Hell symbolize the constant battle between life and death, giving the location an almost supernatural aura. The aerial images captured by drones not only brought a new perspective on the crater, but also revitalized interest in local folklore. The ever-burning crater stands as a testament to the Earth's power and the forces that shape our planet, reminding us that even in the most desolate landscapes, there are profound stories and myths reflecting humanity's relationship with the unknown. Number 3. Guanche Mummies in the Canary Islands. In the hidden caves of the Canary Islands, drones made a fascinating discovery. The mummies of the Guanche people, a pre-Hispanic civilization that inhabited the islands before European colonization. These mummies, remarkably preserved by the dry climate and the Guanche's burial techniques, offer a rare glimpse into the spiritual and cultural traditions of this ancient civilization. For the modern inhabitants of the Canary Islands, the discovery of the mummies is a powerful reconnection with their past. Oral traditions and sparse historical records have long described the Guanche as a mystical people, deeply connected to the land and their sacred mountains. Their practice of mummification demonstrated respect and reverence for the dead, ensuring that their spirits made a peaceful transition to the afterlife. The drone-captured images now give the world access to a crucial part of the Canary Islands' cultural heritage, strengthening local pride and encouraging the preservation of these traditions. The Guanche mummies are not just archaeological relics. They are testimonies of a people who lived in harmony with nature and who continue to inspire their descendants to keep their ancestral stories and beliefs alive. Number 2. Fairy circles in the Kalahari Desert. In the remote Kalahari Desert, drones captured images of a natural phenomenon that has long puzzled scientists and locals alike. the so-called fairy circles. These perfectly round circles, ranging from a few meters to dozens of meters in diameter, mysteriously appear in the desert vegetation, leaving circular areas devoid of plants. Science has proposed several explanations for these circles, from meteorological phenomena to underground insect activity, but the native populations have a different interpretation. For the people living in the region, the fairy circles are imbued with deep spiritual meaning. Local legends say the circles are the footprints of gods or spirits who walk the earth, leaving signs of their passage. It is believed that these circles are sacred, symbols of protection and harmony with nature. They represent a connection between the visible world and the spiritual realm, where supernatural forces leave their marks. The images captured by drones have reignited the debate over the causes of this phenomenon, while also renewing interest in local legends and myths. The fairy circles remain an enigma, blending science and spirituality, reminding us that in the heart of the desert, mystery and the sacred still coexist. Number 1. Submerged ruins in Lake Titicaca. In Lake Titicaca, the highest navigable lake in the world, underwater drones made a surprising discovery: the ruins of an ancient civilization submerged in the depths of its waters. Stone structures, temples, and even traces of roads were found, suggesting that this region, considered sacred by the Andean peoples, was once an important center of human activity before being engulfed by the lake. For the local cultures, especially the indigenous Aymara and Quechua people, Lake Titicaca has always been surrounded by mystery and reverence. According to mythology, the lake is the birthplace of the Inca civilization, where the first humans emerged under the protection of the gods. The discovery of the submerged ruins reinforces these beliefs, connecting oral traditions to physical evidence of an ancient civilization that lived along the lake's shores and mysteriously vanished. Drone technology has brought new light to Lake Titicaca, revealing not only an archaeological marvel, but also a spiritual connection between the waters and the ancestors of indigenous peoples. The submerged ruins continue to inspire legends about the gods and their creations, keeping alive the mystery that has surrounded this sacred place for centuries. What does the future hold for us? With so many unexplored areas and hidden secrets in every corner of the world, the role of drones continues to grow. For instance, consider the groundbreaking work being done in Antarctica. Thanks to drones, scientists can now reach places that were previously inaccessible to humans, making incredible discoveries about what lies beneath the ice. You can learn more about this by clicking the video now appearing on your screen. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss anything and can keep learning about inventions and world curiosities. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.